Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and I'm not really sure what's going on here tonight. I'm so really confused, but I am Ace anyways, and let me introduce to you my co-host, which is Mr. Isiah Leong, and you're watching another episode of Kicking It with Isiah and Ace. So, Isiah, welcome in. How you doing tonight?
Oh, Ace, it's great to be on the show with you. It's great to have another episode of Kicking It. I am in the Christmas spirit because Christmas is about 2-3 weeks away. We got the Christmas sweater on. We got the Christmas 49ers hat that they gave me from Levi Stadium a couple of years ago that I'm still wearing. So, looking forward to the show. I know this show is going to be better than what happened to me like 45 minutes ago, which, we're not going to definitely talk about tonight. And we have, a couple phenomenal guests joining us on the program tonight. So it's basically like a party. So I'm definitely excited, very excited and ready to do this.
Yeah, so we definitely have a big crew for you tonight. It's going to be a great show. I know we already have comments in the comment section to where people are, talking about sports, but I do want to throw this out there and let you know, if you're here to talk about sports tonight, this is not the show for you because we have one topic on sports. That's it. Just one topic. And then we move away and you're going to see a bunch of random topics. So if sports is what you want, this is not the show for you. All right. So let's go ahead and introduce to you the gang of guests that we have tonight because we have a full house tonight and it is going to be great. So let's go ahead and introduce to you number one, the guy that we said was going to be our special guest this week. Welcome in, Mess Around Dave.
What up?
What is up, my man?
Just clocked out. Excited to be here.
My man looking like a doctor that just came out of the surgery room. Looking good.
Thank you.
You know he's excited to be here. Absolutely number one, he's excited to be here. And then, of course, welcome in our other guest. So number two, bring him up, Mr. John Alcorn.
Yeah.
How's it going, Isiah? I just wonder how you feeling, flushed tonight, or
he's feeling a little bit flushed tonight. All right, so we will get to that in a minute. But and then number three, bring him up, Mr. Big B.
What's up, guys? I heard Isaiah's dropping it like it's hot tonight.
He's dropping it like it's hot. And we cannot forget our next guest. That's right, Isiah. I know you didn't want him here, but guess what? He's here anyway.
Oh, he's here.
The man.
He goes, it's the man, it's the myth, it's the legend, Mr. Colin McClurg. Bring him up, please. What is going on, my man? So
Isiah loses again. Isiah loses again. Simple as that.
Simple. I mean, we have a very interesting episode for you tonight. Normally we start out talking a little bit football, but we're not even doing that right now. We're not starting out with the football game. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We can't. You know why? Because we have a full panel and we have a lot to talk about. And trust me, we're not only talking about you, Isiah. We're not only talking about that. Number one, Callan, raise it up. I'm going to toast you, man. Cheers. Welcome to Kicking It. I hope everybody's having a fantastic night because I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of fun. So let me go ahead and pour my little drink going here. I got to get a little bit of drink in there. There you go.
Whiskey. I like it.
Yeah, get a little bit of whiskey going, join a little bit of Callan there. Okay, so our first thing that we're going to talk about, and I know, Isiah, I know, you have to tell – The fans want to hear it. The fans want to hear it. The fans want to hear it. And Isiah saying no.
You dropped your pants in the toilet.
At McDonald's. How does that happen? Like, are you standing up and then going? Like,
Isiah,
seen this in
Trust me. Hey,
you know, funny things. I worked with toddlers, and even then, it barely happened.
okay, but
3.
the thing is, Isaiah, is don't be shy about it. Like, own it. I'll tell you, if I made a mistake like that, I would come out and be like, yeah, I screwed up, and I'll tell you how I screwed up. Like, people want to know. People want to hear your story. They want to know how you dropped your pants in the toilet at McDonald's.
And that's not the end of it, folks. That's just the beginning.
That's the start.
Like, we want to know. We want to know.
You know, I've been on MI6 and Coast to Coast ever since like a year and a half now, and there's been so many embarrassing incidents. There's been so many embarrassing stories, but I think honestly, this one probably takes the cake as the worst thing that has ever happened to me. And you're talking to the same guy who, back when he was a little kid, called 911 on his sister because she didn't help me scoop out some rice. So
what?
Yeah, but we're not going to get into that now. But this probably takes the cake as the dumbest thing that has ever happened to me. And Ace and Big B and Callan and John and Mess Around Dave, they've been putting it out there. Yes, they are right. I was at McDonald's today, like I always am at McDonald's. I had my cup of coffee. I had my little cookie that I always get.
Probably don't anymore.
And I went to the bathroom because my stomach was really cramping
some gum,
up.
buddy?
Dude, he only has one pair of pants. Stop it.
But I was there at McDonald's. My stomach started to cramp up. I had to go use the toilet, and as I'm using the toilet, obviously I'm not going to sit down on the toilet, sit down firmly on the toilet seat, because you know how many people have used that toilet seat over the years? That's probably what
you stand up when you poop?
Well, no, I didn't stand up. I crouched like this. I was squatting. I was doing the squats. And so as I was doing that, I finished what I had to do, and as I was going to get my pants, right, there's like a little metal pole that is right next to the toilet, and I put my pants there because I didn't want it to fall in. And as I was getting it, it slips out of the metal pole, and it lands bloop right into the toilet. And here I was thinking like, oh crap, man, either I'm going to have to pick that thing out and it's going to be so wet and so disgusting, or the only thing I'm going to have to do is literally run out of the bathroom in my underwear, and everybody at McDonald's will see me, and everybody at the nearby gas station will see me, and they probably, like, who knows, the cops might get called because it's like a crime, I guess.
We're going streaking.
Yeah, it's like streaking. Exactly, Callan. So obviously I'm not going to take my pants out of the toilet because that's disgusting, and definitely not going to put it back on. So what I did was I took the chance. I took the leap because there was, besides me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, besides me at that McDonald's at that time, besides me, this was at 9:15 p.m. That McDonald's closes at 10 p.m. This is at 9:15. I take a peek out of the bathroom, and I look to see if there's anybody there. There was nobody. The parking lot was empty. The coast was clear, and I just took off. I took off running in my underwear and just sprinted like Usain Bolt, like I was running like the 400-meter race.
Who Usain Bolt is, who he is in the first place, sir.
I took off running in my underwear. I took off running and never looked back and sprinted home. And I'm pretty sure, I did see someone walking their dog late at night.
Oh, they're taking pictures.
There were probably other people that looked at me. I even heard a honk as well from someone. But I ran home and, got home and just had to change because – yeah, it was one of the most traumatizing incidents, embarrassing ever, man. And
wait, I just don't understand. So all the time when you use the restroom, you just squat down and somehow That's the dumbest thing.
No, at
Well-
my own restroom, I would sit, of course. But this is McDonald's. This is a public toilet. I'm not sitting in that disgusting mess where everybody has sat.
Anyway, Isaiah. So, mess around, Dave. Are you hearing this?
Yeah, why not use a paper buddy thing they have to put down on the feed?
Thank you. Like that's so they have paper things to put around
Exactly.
so you don't have your.
No.
No, but all right. So, welcome in Justin Bossman. Welcome in Christy Wilson, and welcome in somebody that's says Isaiah's #1 fan. And so I don't know who Isaiah is out there paying, but Isaiah's out there paying somebody.
He's paying
Shout
the
out,
referees
Justin.
in the for the national title game when Georgia gets rolled by Alabama again.
No, he's paying his mom or dad.
And
Paying
that too.
somebody.
Or his sister,
All right.
one of the two.
Or
So-
one of McDonald's employees after tonight. No, just kidding.
So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump in to our next topic, and this is a food topic. So I know a lot of people on here like food. So how can we go wrong with this? So we're gonna be talking about pancakes and pies. Pancakes and pies.
Gee, I wonder who picked the pie topic, Adam.
Mhm.
What a combination.
I know. Well, no. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I was watching the show on TV, and this wife like gets home, and she and the husband's like, hey, guess what? I made you breakfast. And she was like, okay, what'd you make? And he's like, I made you some pancakes with cheddar cheese in the middle. And I was like,
What?
yeah. She said, I made you pancakes with cheddar cheese in the middle. I made you cheddar cheese pancakes. And I'm like,
Stuffed an omelet in between them.
yeah. I was like, that was truly disgusting when it was cheddar cheese pancakes. Not good at all. So we're here talking about pancakes and pies because I want to know, when you think about pancakes and pies, mess around. You know that. Where'd he go? He's
Right.
here. There you go. When you think about pancakes, what do you think about? Because we've been over this multiple times.
I think about chocolate chip pancakes, blueberry pancakes,
Yes.
whipped cream on there. Anything but cheddar cheese and milk. What?
And the whipped cream on the top too.
Maybe some
Okay.
fruit on
No.
top.
Yes, fruit, but mess around. You're missing the biggest one of all. I used to make these all the time at work. You used to ask me for
the Bananarama pancakes. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, Bananarama pancakes. He loves the Bananarama. So Dave is talking about, chocolate pancakes. So Callan, how about you? When you think of pancakes, what do you think of?
I think of IHOP or Denny's on like a Saturday morning, like after like maybe
Sure.
going out and doing errands and you want food. And I think of just like a big stack of pancakes, with powdered sugar on top, maybe some chocolate chips. I'm kind of intrigued by your banana recipe though, Mr. Barber. So I may have to get a hold of that eventually. But no, I think of like Saturday like Saturday or Sunday brunch. I think Alcorn can attest to maybe post-church brunch on a Sunday, maybe. A big heaping plate of pancakes, maybe some bacon and eggs on the side and some hash browns. We're sitting pretty.
Oh my gosh.
Very pretty if that's the case.
Now we're talking.
Oh, absolutely. See, Messeron used to always ask me when we used to work together in the same house. He'd always be like, Bananarama pancakes every morning. He would always every Friday he'd be like, "Can you make them? Can you make them?" He'd be like every single Friday he would ask for my Bananarama pancakes. I was like, "Dude, we're out of bananas. Well, go get some." I'm like, "No, we're out of pancakes." Oh yeah,
So-
there it is right there.
Can you send me the recipe then for my birthday next week so I can make it myself?
Sure, why not? All right, and Calvin, hit me up and I will give you
Yes, that sounds amazing.
that.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to log into my laptop.
All right, so Big B, I'm gonna go to you when you think of pancakes. Well, actually, before I get to you on the pancakes, Isaiah loves pies. Okay, for some reason he loves to talk about pies. So Calvin, are you a pie guy or not?
I am a pie guy, but I I'll say this. I don't like all the pies in the world. I like
Isiah,
certain pies.
that question was for Callan. Did you not hear me say that Callan?
Everybody boo that man. Boo.
Isiah loses again.
Isiah loses again. I am a pie guy, but not very often. I mean, normally I go to if I have to get a pie, it's got to be apple. I mean, that's always go to with plenty of whipped cream on top and a beverage on the side for sure.
All right, so Isiah, now that you want to talk about pie, go ahead and talk about your pie.
Let's start on square two. 5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
Send him to the penalty box. Give him the red card.
No, he's already been penalized tonight, so it's all right.
All right, Isiah, now it's your turn. I said pies.
You're on mute.
You're on mute, sir.
First of all, I am a pie guy, but I would say I'm not a fan of all the pies in the world. Probably like the chocolate cream pie, the strawberry pie. I had one in Montana that was like really fresh strawberry pie where it was like strawberries in the middle, actual strawberries, and they had whipped. It was like the strawberry shortcake, but in a pie. It was so good. So next time you go to Montana, I really recommend you guys to go visit that place. But strawberry pie, chocolate pie, pumpkin pie, of course. You can't leave that out. And apple pie. It's got to be apple. Apple pie is really good. But for me, pumpkin pie for the holidays. Yes, for the holidays. I could literally eat that thing. If it's from Costco, if it's the Costco pumpkin pie, I would eat that thing 365 days a year, 24/7. Forget your brunch or your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It will be pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie. Just give me some pumpkin pie, and I will eat that every single day.
That's about as bad as Timmy Turner wanting to be Christmas every day of the year in the Fairly Odd Parents, sir.
Hey, let's write that. That means more presents.
So we have a lot of comments that are rolling in right now. Like a lot of them, and people are talking about pie.
Do not go to Nate's comment about the pants.
And we have, welcome in Dave Kokensparger. He's also here. He's saying he likes some pecan pie.
Not even good choice there too.
Absolutely. We also have Christy Wilson who's saying apple pie is as good as the chocolate cream pie, I believe she said. And Christy Wilson wants to know, where in Montana are you talking about?
I don't know.
I would say like in the middle of Montana because I literally
in the middle of Montana.
I visited this place when I was 9 years old. It's been like
He flunked geography, so cut him some slack.
Hey,
15 years. Oh wait, I think I remember the city. It was like Juneau.
Juneau is in Alaska.
You're not saying Juneau because that is Alaska.
She's asking, is it Helena, Great Falls, or Bozeman?
It was in Great Falls. It was
Keeping in mind that Helena is the capital of Montana, Isaiah, in case you flunked geography, just so you know.
So Dave Kokensparger has a question. He's saying, for the panel here, how about apple pie with cheddar cheese and vanilla and maybe some Fruit Loops?
I think Isiah would get down on that.
Oh, he's going to be first in line.
Baked potato
right there.
No, pie. We're talking about pies.
I will end up like John Alcorn after eating that disgusting pizza next week.
All right. So, all right.
By the way, I want to say thank you to Dave for giving us the Fruit Loops thing with the baked potato because that also lives on in lore on both C2C and MI6 forever. So Dave, thank you for that question about the baked potato.
Yes, it lives on. Big B, when you think of pancakes and pies, what do you think of?
Well, God, I mean, a chocolate chip for sure. A nice fluffy pancake. I think Christy Wilson said it earlier. Give me one big, nice fluffy pancake, and I'm happy.
One? You only need one? I mean, you got to load my plate up, man. Like,
well, I'm not trying to be a pig, but I mean, give me a nice big fluffy pancakes. Some eggs and bacon, sausage, hash browns.
Maybe a latte.
John, how about you?
When I was a kid, my mom used to make these homemade like cinnamon pancakes. They were cinnamon sugar cakes. They were make them not very often. Like crispy like a little bit, but not to the point of like just like a little bit on the outside to where it's perfect. For me, it would be like chocolate chip or chocolate chip blueberry. I used to always go to
blueberry
my house at she used to make chocolate chip and blueberry. So one of them would be blueberry, one of them would be chocolate, and then one would just be the regular. Just been a huge fan of that. And so maybe this year when I go home for Christmas, I'll make those cinnamon pancakes because if I make them, I bake as good as I do art, and I can barely draw a stick figure.
Oh, did you just say some cinnamon pancakes?
Yeah, she's
sounds amazing.
Yeah, when I was a kid, so I have to request them again.
Speaking of cinnamon, though, John,
I go with this.
Which one do you think I'm talking about here, Dave?
Are you going to talk about the cinnamon challenge?
You, Ishmael.
Besides the cinnamon challenge, yes, we did the cinnamon challenge. We did that. It was not good. But,
not good at all.
But the one thing I was gonna mention was and mess around. It's fine because people have not tried this before. But Dave and I and my wife, we went up to Eugene one time and we were at the mall and I told Dave, I was like, we're going to stop by and get a Cinnabon and we're going to stop by and get a Wetzel's pretzels. And Dave's like, a Wetzel's pretzels and a Cinnabon. Dave! What? I was like, you got to try it. So we stopped by and Dave's like, oh my God. He's like, these things are freaking amazing.
It was the best thing ever.
It's like, yeah.
Believe it or not, Dave, their pizza pretzels are undefeated, by the way. They make a pepperoni pizza flavored pretzel with marinara dipping sauce on the side.
I seen that the last time I was in Eugene, they had like a pizza bites or whatever, and they look so good.
They make the bites too. They make the sinful cinnamon bites. They also make the pizza bites too. It's
we had the Aunt Annie's Mall and Round Rock that did pretty much the same thing. It was so good.
Well, I can confirm what Callan's saying because after I visited him last time in San Diego and we had our California Pizza Kitchen, I actually went to the Callan, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Auntie Annie's or it was that pretzel shop in the mall, and I got a
Auntie Annie's. We have one here.
It was one of them. It was either Auntie Annie's or Wetzel's.
I think the mall down there only has Wetzel's, I think.
It was a Wetzel's, and I got the pizza one that Callan was talking about, and it was delicious.
Only because this dingus left his food at our table after we left. So yeah, there's your answer.
Hey, the Annie's is close to Wetzel's, but it's not as good. It's definitely not as good. But John,
when I would go to Honda Center to work either the Big West basketball tournament or when the Gulls would have their preseason game at Honda Center where the Ducks play. At the train station, I would take the train up the coast from here to Anaheim, and there is a Aunt Annie's in the train station. So I would make sure to go and grab a pretzel from there on my walk over to the arena, and that was like the thing I'd look forward to the most going up there for work was always grabbing a pretzel up at the train station.
All right, so John, Ishmael wants to know when you have a pancake.
Ishmael,
huh?
I want to know, Ishmael, you're welcome on the show, and I'll send you a link because I don't know who this guy really is.
So Ishmael, don't send out links. What are you doing? We're having a good time here. But anyway,
tonight.
So Ishmael wants to know when you make a pancake and you're eating your pancake and you take your whipped cream and put it on top. Do you draw Drew Lock's face?
No, Isiah does.
I can barely draw a stick figure, so.
Wait, that was actually commented?
Yes, that was actually a comment from Ishmael. He was actually asking that. He was asking if he drew Lock's face. But anyway,
Isiah does, but not John.
Dude, I almost failed art in high school. I could barely draw a stick figure, so there's no way I could draw a piece of anything. I tried baking the cookies basic. I followed the directions, and it looked like a 3-year-old made them. So no.
Well, Christy Wilson, I see that you're wanting to join. So next week, with Kicking It and Isiah and Ace, we will have an invite for you to join the show. We'll have our first.
I'll be here again to troll that guy in Square 2.
We will have our first.
I will.
Yes. What? Yeah, there you go. All right, so we're gonna jump into our next one, which is
before we get that next topic.
Go ahead.
I cannot believe that nobody mentioned lemon meringue pie.
Oh man!
I mean, that's like an old man pie.
That is the best pie ever. I am an old man.
That's like
my grandmother had a great recipe for that. God bless her soul. My brother tried making it after she passed, like a year after. He said it was good, but not as great as what she used to make. So, Mr. Dave, thank you for that.
So the next one that yes, the lemon meringue is good, but the one I'm going to give you a variety of these, and you tell me which one you would rather do and which one you're like, nope, hell no, I wouldn't do it. So your options are skydiving, parachuting, bungee jumping, or cliff diving. And Big B, I'll start with you. Out of those, which one would you do? And which one would you say, hell no?
I'm saying hell no to all of them because I'm afraid of heights.
Okay, so you wouldn't do any of them. You wouldn't do any of them. Okay.
You couldn't pay me enough to do them.
Okay. John, how about you?
I would do it, but I would piss my pants skydiving. I don't care if I'm scared to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to scream like a little girl the whole time, but I've always wanted to skydive.
Well, John, if you don't want to piss your pants, just take them off and
put them in the toilet. So. Drop them in the toilet, and you'll be okay.
Either fall in, just fly in the pants, but no.
Hey, I had a friend who's a DJ in Milwaukee. She used to have a radio program where she did a set list on Saturday nights. It was called the No Pants Party, and she had to remind people, please wear some kind of pants when you come watch me DJ. So that's funny. That's another great sidebar story.
Skydiving, I would do. You don't have to. Yeah, I'll do it.
Isaiah, I know Isaiah will probably like, I'll do them all, but which one would you rather do?
Pants on, Mr. Lee Young, is all we ask.
Right, please. It's a family show, sir. It's a family show, sir.
You know, I'd probably say no to bungee jumping as well as bungee jumping. That's the only one I would say no to. Skydiving I've always wanted to do, but I've watched like a lot of videos of people like taking their GoPro and skydiving, and I think the hardest part about it is when you're on that edge of the plane, right? You're about to do it and you look down, you're like, oh crap, I can't do it. That's like the hardest part, is to overcome that anxiety. So I think for me, it would be like that. It would be like I'll be on the edge and I'll look down and be like, oh, hell no, and run back onto the plane. But I would definitely want to try skydiving because a lot of people have done it and it just seems like so cool. Bungee jumping, for me, probably not, because you can't really trust the bungee cord, because if you jump down, right, and that thing snaps, well, goodbye. It was nice meeting you. And what was the other one, Ace? Oh, cliff diving. Oh, I've actually done it before, but it was like on a really small cliff. I think it was like
a rock.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. No. I mean, what? Really?
10-foot cliff. A 10-foot cliff.
You can't count that. You can't count a rock as cliff diving. What?
By that logic, then I've done.
I did it one time, and I was like one of the bloopers that Callan showed us back when we were doing bloopers of the week, where I jumped in the air and I was like, oh crap, and then I landed like that. You know those people that land flat on their belly? That was me. I jumped up, and then I was like, oh gosh, what kind of dive am I going to do? And then by the time as I was falling, it was too late. So I literally landed and you had a whole splash, and I couldn't eat the rest of the day because my poor stomach hurt like heck.
So it's kind of funny because Dave Kokensparger has me beat on this. He said he dove off of a 45-foot rock, but the highest one I've jumped off of was actually a 35. So he actually has me beat by 10 feet. Dang it. Now, I'm going to get to mess around Dave on this one, but let me take a guess. And I want to take a guess at this. And for you, I would probably say almost none of the above. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I've seen you try and ride a donkey, and that didn't turn out so well. So,
oh, it's beautiful.
It's a true story. I could not get on this freaking donkey for the life of me. And we had Adam and a buddy of ours trying to help you up on there. Did not go so well. I think I fell off 3 or 4 times, but then screw this, I'm out. But yeah, I would not skydive. Why jump off a perfectly good plane? Doesn't make sense to me. Bungee jumping, I would try.
Well, there you go. There you go. But so you're willing to try something. Now, this donkey thing he's talking about, we were playing some donkey baseball.
What?
Yeah, so hold
thing,
on.
yes.
Okay, so basically how this works is you have a team of 9 just like regular baseball, and there's about 3 donkeys at the plate, and you have to hit the ball. As soon as you hit the ball, you have to run and jump on the donkey, and a member of your team has to grab the donkey and try and pull it to first base while you're on the back of the donkey.
Oh my goodness.
And once you get to
like
first
a
base,
workout and a half.
and once you get to first base, you have to jump off and touch the base and then stand there. And then when the next person hits, you have to jump back on the donkey and try and go to second base. Now, the worst part about it is when everybody's in the field, everybody that's in the field has a donkey. So the hard part
on steroids.
The hard part about it is like, so you're not hitting like a regular baseball or softball. You have this like softer ball with this tiny bat. And the rules are is that after the ball's hit, if you're playing outfield or infield or whatever, you have to hold on to the leash of the donkey the whole time. So if you're trying to grab the ball, you cannot let go of the leash. So if the donkey doesn't want to move, you're trying to like reach out and grab the balls as donkey isn't moving. And it's kind of funny to see if you can get the ball first or if the people can get around the bases first. Because half the time,
Major League Baseball needs to bring fans into the game is have obscure animals as part of the game.
Didn't you hit an inside the park homer, Adam?
I did.
And even then, Isaiah's Ace will win a game anyway.
I got a question for you, Ace.
Yeah, what's up?
Was Randy part of any of this?
Randy was not a part of this, but Dave Kokensparger was actually part of this also. So Dave Kokensparger was there, Mess Around Dave was there, myself was there, and believe it or not, my wife actually participated in this also. So she was actually on our team too. And
I don't think I made it to first base one
only
time.
In
I was
Oregon.
like, I could not get on this
but
donkey.
only in Oregon.
Hey, it's a lot of fun, man. It is a lot of fun.
It sounds very intriguing. Isaiah, you would get bucked off by the donkey in the first.
There was a girl that got kicked right in the shin by the donkey. And like,
was there any embarrassing stories that you could tell us?
Really embarrassing stories about it? I mean, I don't think that there was really embarrassing stories about it, but
I think the funniest part would have been trying to watch me get on this donkey.
That was kind of funny.
You should have filmed it.
I would say
there's pictures out there somewhere. I think your mom's got a bunch of them.
Yeah, there actually is a lot of pictures. And so at least we can say we've made it to first base on like Isaiah in his whole life. But but anyway, when it comes to it, I think the big thing about it is some of the more embarrassing, and they weren't really embarrassing. It's just funny when you're trying to pull the donkey and it won't move, and you're trying to do whatever you can to get to first base, and the donkey isn't moving, and then most of the time when you're trying to climb up there, it actually wants to move at that point. Like, hold still, I'm trying to get up there.
It's all fun and games till somebody like Isaiah gets kicked in the nuts by a donkey.
And it won't hold still. So we actually have a picture to where a few the rules did not state that you actually had to be completely on the donkey. So on the inside the park home run that we actually had, like every time I would jump down and I would touch a base, I was getting tired of jumping down and then jumping back up. So finally when I got to like third base, I was so tired. I was like, I can't jump back up. So I literally just laid myself across the donkey instead of like straddling it. I'm like laying on the back of the donkey. My body's like halfway across the donkey. And everyone's like, don't fall off. I'm like, I can't. I'm so tired. I'm just laying across the donkey.
Oh, that was great.
The Braves go to the World Series. It's like Sid Bream in '92 scoring against the Pirates to win the game.
Oh yeah, it was so much. It was so much fun. It was a blast.
Oh man,
I would definitely, but I don't think Callan got to answer this question yet about the skydiving, the parachuting, the
that was
bungee
a great
jumping.
story though. It's all right.
Oh,
I'm glad you liked it. It's a lot of fun, but the guy that owned the donkey is now retired, so we can't do it anymore.
Aw.
I know it sucks. It sucks. I wanted to do it more. But
I will go with. I've cliff dived several times when I've been in Hawaii, in Isaiah's neck of the woods of his home state and home country, from maybe about 40 feet. So I'm like in between Adam and Mr. Dave in the chat box. But it was literally, I forget exactly what beach, but it was a very long, almost like a jetty almost, and we were about. Oh, there's the there's the picture. Oh, Dave, look at that. Dave, you're on
Is
mute,
that Ace out there or Dave?
Dave, you're on mute, buddy.
Oh my God. Hey Adam, the next time I come to Oregon, we're doing that, man. Let's do it.
That's great.
there's
That's amazing.
go ahead. That's the wife. She was hitting the ball there.
That's still incredible. That is still incredible. And I'm just like, I'm done. I'm still on.
Shout out Ivy.
Oh man. So I'll go with cliff diving for my answer. I've done it several times. Mainly in, on vacation in Hawaii. There was a beach we went to, and there was about a 35, 40 foot high, rock in the, close to the shoreline. And so we were all jumping off the highest point and getting that adrenaline rush of jumping off that cliff into the water. I've even jumped off the pier here in San Diego at Ocean Beach with some friends during junior lifeguards years and years and years ago. That was pretty exhilarating too. So I would definitely do cliff diving again. If I'm going to go skydiving, I'm going to take the chicken route out, and because we have places here, guys, that you can do it indoors.
I fly.
I fly. You go into like this giant tube basically, and they basically put you in a flight suit and they send you from the ground up to the very top essentially, and things like that. But I don't know if I do it out of an actual plane. What else do we have, Adam, other than those two?
So there was cliff diving, there was bungee jumping, there was skydiving and parachuting.
I've bungee jumped before at the local fair here. They bring the bungee jump out every so often. I know you're just like, oh, you shouldn't trust the fair rides and stuff like that. I mean, I've done it before, and it reminds me a little bit, Adam, and mess around and be you guys being big wrestling fans. It reminds me so much though of like jumping off the ladder in a ladder match and trying to knock out an opponent to make sure that your tag team partner can get the championship belt, or you have a chance to go and claim that the contract out of the briefcase. So that's kind of like what it made me feel like. But I don't know if I do bungee jumping again. Give me cliff diving any day of the week, or jumping off the pier.
Well, I'll tell you, my wife on multiple occasions has told me that she wants to go skydiving, but I've told her multiple times I value life, and so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure.
Let him go with Isaiah then. Those two can go skydiving together.
No, sir, Isaiah, no.
What? I'm gonna jump out with a red cape with my parachute and be like Superman.
Incredibles and superhero movies, you do not wear a cape.
I'm telling you, I think if Isaiah went skydiving with the wife, I don't think Isaiah would come back alive.
A superhero costume and still have it wrong from who it is and what brand they're from. So I say no.
But I don't think he would come back alive, because I think the wife would go crazy from his crazy takes and everything else. So
Isaiah loses again.
Absolutely, Isaiah loses again. It's just a common occurrence there, Isaiah. You lose again.
Oh, just wait. We'll get him later.
Well, yeah. So speaking of, I could imagine somehow, some way, if Isaiah was to like skydive or anything like that, he'd probably lose his pants again. Somehow, some way, he would end up losing his pants.
Up or something, and then like, oh, whoa, here we go again. As long as he doesn't have to go, because then that would be a really long trip.
And what were the chances of those pants finding a toilet?
About as many as it was for the Avengers to beat Thanos, which is like 1 in 14 trillion or something like that.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Ask Stephen Strange. I have no idea.
So our next topic was just, any funny videos that anybody has seen as of late. Because that's kind of something I do sometimes on my spare time when I don't have much going on. Is like I'll scroll through like TikTok or YouTube, and I'm like, let me scroll through it and see if I can find anything funny. And you see kind of a lot of funny things, and you're like, yes. But I'll tell you, I think we've talked about it before, and Isaiah loves it. Mess around, and I think you've heard of this though too. The mother birding.
The which what?
The mother birding.
Oh,
The mother birding?
Mother birding.
yeah.
It's not really. Yeah, it's. I wouldn't say it's more of funny. It's like when I first saw it, I'm like because I had no idea what they were going to be talking about until they're like, yeah, check this out. We call this mother birding, and I started watching it. I'm like, bleh. I was like, dude, that was freaking disgusting. Yeah, and so Isaiah went and checked it out.
Isaiah, you want some gum?
I think after that, he would probably want gum after watching that.
I might. Well, I'll say this. Before you describe it, Adam, to our viewers that are watching, and to Callan and Big B and John, if you guys have any food around you right now and are eating something, I recommend you to put that down, because what we are about to tell you is going to be the most disgusting thing. You might be needing a barf bag in a couple of minutes.
It is. Yeah, it is pretty bad. So it caught me off guard because I'm like, oh, mother bird, So when you think of a mother bird, it's usually a mother that chews up her food or whatever, and the kid comes and eats it. But mother birding, when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God. So mother birding, the husband's like sitting in the chair and he's leaning back and his mouth is open, and
No.
I was like, what's about to happen? And she comes up and she blew her nose right in the husband's mouth, and just and it was like, I was like, oh my God, it was so nasty.
Oh
So
God.
gross.
Isaiah loses again.
And even, oh God, it was so nasty when I saw that. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So,
And Ace, the worst part about that is that when I saw, after you told me about it, I went back to look at the video, and I shouldn't have done this, but I was actually eating macaroni and cheese when I was watching that, and I was like, oh my God. And I literally
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I found a picture of me on a donkey.
It was this. Oh.
Hey, it's still not as bad, because I know that earlier that Justin was talking about rappers. It's still not as bad as Isaiah not knowing who Cardi B was earlier today, fellas. That's still pretty embarrassing, too.
I mean, I don't have to like her music because it's absolute garbage.
But at least you know who she is, unlike the guy in Square 2.
Isaiah, let me ask you this.
What sport Wayne Gretzky plays?
Isaiah, who's Lil Wayne?
Oh, he's the rapper that wrote the song "Look Alive" that Mark Hanna used to use as his walk-up song.
What?
Yeah, like "Look alive,
Okay.
look alive, baby, look alive, look alive," something like that. See, I can rap.
I will tell you one thing though, like, John, I'll be flat out honest with you. Like, I'll tell you, I know who he is, but can I tell you what song he's wrote?
No.
I can't tell you anything like that. 'Cause I don't know. I know nothing about rap whatsoever. Like the only
country guy, I can tell you who it is.
Oh yeah, if it's country, I normally know what it is. But anything that deals with rap, I can't tell you nothing.
Exactly.
Like I really
90s
can't.
90s rap, I can tell you that because I listened to it when I was a kid and younger. But
Same
these
here.
days,
Do they know who Garth
Banging on the
Brooks is?
sofa wasn't me. I don't know.
Okay,
like
Shaggy.
my daughter
Right.
just this guy named Juice WRLD that died a few months ago, and I have no clue who the dude is.
Yeah, there's a lot of these new rappers that are out there now that I'm like, I can't even tell you.
Dog turds.
Dog turds? What?
That's what hip hop is with some of these artists. Dog turds.
Yeah,
That's
so
Dog turds.
wet dog turds. That's some of these rap artists nowadays.
yeah, but speaking of that though, like I know almost everybody here knows who Nelly is. So when you think of Nelly, like
I
you
don't know.
never,
I beg to differ about the
Isaiah,
guy in
who's
Star
Nelly?
2 knowing who that is.
Isaiah, who's
Yeah.
Nelly?
he probably you might be right. He may not know who
He
Nelly
probably
actually
doesn't
is.
know who that is.
Yeah, I gotta ask you
But-
this. You know who Slim Shady is?
Yes, I'm Slim Shady. Yes,
I'm
I'm
real
Slim
shady.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you want
that,
the Slim
it's that
Shady, so
orange
Justin
hairstyle
Martini.
looking thing that everybody's rocking now.
What?
It was like a dare.
Huh?
Got a rapper.
Well, since we're on the truth, or not the truth or dare, but since we're on the funny
Truth
video
or dare?
someone-
What kind of crap are you trying to play here?
What do you got going on? Jesus. Get with the program.
Someone lost a truth or dare, and they had to do something called the Slim Shady, which was you had to dye your hair
Oh.
like all orange and like look like
Orange.
yeah.
First of all, we're
Well,
talking
I don't
about
know.
an artist that's regard. Do you know who Eminem is?
Yeah, he's the guy that wrote the song. Damn,
He
I
doesn't
forgot-
know.
I forgot what the song is already.
Oh my God, he doesn't know.
America!
Oh,
White
this
America!
Oh, hold on. He's the guy that wrote the song, just like that. We are back.
No,
I am back.
Oh
I'm
my
back.
goodness.
No, what?
it's called Guess Who's Back. Back
Guess
in.
who's back?
Yes,
Guess
and I-
who's
and I
back?
already
Guess
did
who's
do
back?
Yeah.
Na-na-na.
Yeah.
Guess who's
Real
back?
Slim Shady.
The Niners
Yeah.
are back.
Oh God! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Isaiah, you're killing me right now.
Isaiah,
you are flat out killing me.
do you even know who Dr. Dre is?
Of
Who?
course.
And no, he's not a doctor. So
I hope you know who Snoop Dogg is, Mr. Leung.
Yeah, he's at the Lakers game every single day that they have. It's at the crypto.com arena.
Does he know who Garth Brooks is?
No, I do.
I do. I got friends in low places.
That's right. He looks so confused right now. He looks so freaking confused. He's like, I don't know what this is.
He
Isn't
does
Garth,
not-
isn't Garth Brooks the lady that wrote the song? Oh,
Did you say lady? Did you just say
Yeah.
lady?
Oh my God.
She's the lady that wrote the song. All I want for Christmas is you.
Okay, number one, Garth Brooks is not a lady. Garth Brooks
Oh
is
my
a
God,
dude.
that's Mariah Carey sing that song.
Ah,
And Garth Brooks did not write All I Want for Christmas Is You. That
That's
is,
Mariah Carey. Get out of here. Go away.
but didn't Garth Brooks write the is he a part of Garfield?
what? No. He's not, no, he's not part of Garfield. What the world are we talking about?
Garth Brooks almost played for the Padres years
Oh, I
ago.
think it's trivia time now, man.
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Garfield.
Garfield.
Did you hear this, Cal? You know what he said?
I went and got another beer, and I heard about the whole. That's why I got up and went out to grab another beer because of this.
I think you
lunatic
might need
Square
another
Two.
one to get through Isaiah's
I think we
take
just
here.
found a TikTok clip. Isaiah talking about Mariah Carey and Garth Brooks together. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Again.
Oh, that's a big L.
Yes.
That's like
That's
a big L that the Lakers took tonight.
Right. Garth Brooks, Blue Clues. That's right. He's the guy that said
No.
He's not a Blues Clues.
green.
Isaiah, quit talking.
That said something about like I'm sorry I didn't need you or whatever, and then walks out the door.
No.
Blues
No.
Clues?
That
What?
is not Garth Brooks, you dingus.
You uncultured butthole.
Oh my god. So I want to know, like,
Wow.
what do you really not know this stuff? Or
Yeah, he
like
really
I
doesn't
really
know. He
Who
doesn't
is
know.
Garth Brooks? Like I've never
Where did you live? No. Where did you live?
He's a country music singer.
Country music legend.
Yes.
Isiah, Dave is showing you who Garth Brooks is, buddy. It's a guy.
Oh, that guy? He played a concert at Levi Stadium.
Oh my goodness.
My favorite song of Garth Brooks is "It's a Damned Old Rodeo." Wow.
Standing outside the fire.
Oh, you love standing. Hey, that's an amazing song though too. But I love Rodeo. I love that song.
I mean, everyone will say Friends in Low
Isiah.
Places, but my personal favorite is Standing Outside the Fire.
Yeah. So Isiah,
And I think
Isiah, do you know what Garth Brooks is?
Hang on, Nate's right though. Is Garth Brooks the next owner of Isaiah's Vancouver Blues?
There we go.
This guy wrote Calling Baton Rouge?
oh my gosh, are you kidding? Oh.
Isiah loses again.
That does bring up the question though, Adam. I'll start. I guess you can ask it and then just work your way around though. Best concert you've seen in your life? Who would it be?
You know what? That's really tough though because I've legitimately only been to like one concert, and it wasn't even anybody that was really famous. It was like a local person, and they went by the name of Fusebox, and it was
supporting the local music scene. Good man, attaboy.
Yeah, that's all it really was. Other than that, I can't really say that I've actually been to like a true concert of like any means. So mess around, Dave. I'll start with you. Like, what's the best concert you've been to?
I've never really been to a concert, but at the fair out here in Myrtle Point when I was a kid, none of y'all probably know this guy because he's like Michael Damian. I can't even remember anything, but my brother was a huge fan of him, and he had one hit song. He started out as a soap opera actor, but other than that, there was the Counting Crows were out there too.
Soap opera actor turned musician. Good man.
Yeah, and I saw the Counting Crows out there too once. That was cool.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Michael Damian. Yeah, I can say I don't know that name. All right, so Big B, how about you?
I gotta say Darius Rucker and Garth Brooks. I mean, I've seen Garth Brooks twice.
Oh yeah, baby.
Garth Brooks puts on a hell of a show, but Darius Rucker, man, when he's the headliner, that guy's all over the stage. He has a sweat going before the first song is over. But I'd say those two by far are the best concerts I've seen.
He had a song called "Rock On." And went, hey kids, rock and roll, rock on. That's all I know of the song.
Dave's got a couple good ones. Journey in Hawaii and Van Halen at the Tacoma Dome up in Tacoma, Washington.
Yeah,
that song came out in 1989. So yeah, I'm old.
All right, John, how about you?
I'm trying to remember. Thankfully, I wasn't near a concert that happened a month and a half ago, but near here in Houston. But
Kelly Clarkson. Oh.
No, it was the unfortunate travesty. But I'm trying to think.
This is not Michael Damian's song.
Oh,
I've heard that from somewhere. Okay, now it's coming back. I feel like I've heard that song from somewhere.
Yeah, I think I've heard it too.
Heard it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
it almost sounds like Def Leppard almost.
I love that song. I've heard it on the radio multiple times.
Oh, sure, Isiah.
Oh, why he's playing that? I will say we don't own rights to that music.
Yeah.
No, we do not.
And we are not, and we're not trying to collect anything on that music. So we don't own rights to it. We're not claiming rights to it. Okay.
Yeah, I was just playing afterwards to see if anybody recognizes.
I know,
it.
but I'm trying to cover my bases there.
Gotcha, I gotcha.
I mean, you don't have issues with
Good
YouTube.
looking out.
Playing Square 3s have multiple issues with YouTube.
Right. All right. So, John, how about you? A concert you've been to?
Trying to remember because there's a ton of artists that I don't listen to anymore. Shoot, to be honest, I can't remember. There was one concert I went to a couple months ago. I went back to Austin. I say it was a hip hop artist. I can't remember his name, but for me, I prefer like those outside concerts. Like for me, I always go to concerts like all the time. For me, it's concerts or hoodies or something like that. I can't remember where, but these concerts are great. So I don't know if you ever get a chance, Dave, but it's worth the money for that artist. I'm willing to spend $300 to $400 to get up close versus being in the nosebleeds.
Mess around, Dave. I get to a 6-pack on the show tonight. I don't blame him with having to deal with Isaiah's nonsense tonight.
I am.
Well, I've already finished the 16-ounce Twisted Tea, and I'm 2 beers in the platinum.
No.
What on earth is that?
You can take that away now. Okay, so.
Oh my God, is it what?
What did I just
Mr. Barber?
Man, we were made to be on the show together without.
No,
What the heck did I just see?
There's a funny story behind that, though.
It burns.
There was a funny story behind that, though.
Right now you have to tell it.
But anyways, I'll get to that funny story in a minute. But anyway, I'm almost afraid to ask Isaiah about his because he's going to end up saying something.
Probably never been to one or knows what it is. So
or he's going to say something like the Wiggles or somebody like that.
The Teletubbies. Power
Rangers.
The Wiggles or something.
Ironically, as a kid, I went to Adore the musical concert. So, but that was when I was a kid. So, Isaiah, your turn.
Well, I have never been to a concert as a fan, but I've worked so many concerts because I worked
doesn't count. We're talking actually being there as a concert.
And I was there as sitting or not sitting.
The kids that lock themselves in the trunk.
I was standing there and I forgot who played this song.
Don't even try.
The concert, Isaiah, does not count.
It was the Black Eyed Peas. They played at Levi's
What did they sing?
2 years ago, they played the song na 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 na.
No, they didn't.
Isaiah, you really don't know music culture.
It was it's the sky full of stars. It was the sky full of stars.
Coldplay, you idiot.
It's Coldplay. Thank
you. Words of love.
I'd say
Coldplay. That was it.
You sure it wasn't Words of Love?
Oh my gosh. Come
on.
We wanted a karaoke session. We got it tonight.
Where's the love?
Well, where's the karaoke session?
Boo.
All right. All right. You know what? Isaiah?
Guess what? Isaiah loses again.
Guess what?
Isaiah loses again.
You want a karaoke session? Guess what? Your 3 judges are at the bottom of this screen, and if you don't pass, you cannot sing on the show again. So you got to show them something.
No, it's already an X.
Go.
No, it's already over.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Go.
Go ahead. These guys.
Give me a countdown. Give me a countdown.
These guys are your judges. Do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Deck the halls with
you're done.
You're over.
La 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 la. It's the season to be golly.
What did you say, golly? Did you say golly?
Culture
There you go.
sniffer. How do you not know? Golly?
Did you just say golly?
What? Did you say golly?
Golly? It's not golly. It's not
And
golly.
guess what? All 3 judges on the bottom panel say, ain't.
What is where do you get
I think
golly?
William Hungover idea right now.
Michael Jackson impersonation. It's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for me, dog. Right?
You do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You're done.
I think pretty much everybody out there saying it's a no for them. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200. You
In
do
fact,
not
you
move
boys
to the
each
next round.
For that.
And
Yeah, you owe the whole panel $200, Isaiah.
We
Just
are
you
now-
owe, just like you owe Stephen Wayne $26 for your unpaid sporting bets.
Wait, hold up. You
And-
still paid on a bet?
at any point through that incoherent rambling that you just did, did I understand any of that? And we are all dumber for now hearing that.
Yes.
I award
There
you
it
no
is.
points. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I think I've lost like at least 10
Yes.
years of life expectancy during the show because of Isaiah.
That's all I can say. May God have mercy on your soul. That's all I can say right now. It was bad, bro. It was bad. It was that giant. It was
I
that
think
giant.
we're all
X.
tone deaf having heard that now.
Oh, yeah, I think. And so Fred Funny is asking, saying, "Is this a roast of Isaiah?" I'm like, it usually is.
It always is.
Yes, we'll be
It
coming back. So
usually is a roast.
He
of
doesn't
Isaiah.
Right, though,
himself.
Isaiah, you're super lucky that Simon Cowell's not here because he would have just ripped you to shreds.
Coel.
it's not
Cowell.
cool.
It's not Coel. It's not Coel.
See? I told you he doesn't do himself.
23 years. I thought it was Simon Coel.
It's not Coel. It's Simon Cowell. What?
Isaiah loses again.
Please stand
Isaiah
for the
loses
Coast to Coast
again.
Entertainment Network Connection.
Isaiah loses again.
Heart. And
Oh
please-
my gosh, man! I'm like, what? What are you doing here, Isaiah? Why? You're doing this to yourself.
I'm just glad we're not doing trivia tonight because, like,
No, Brett has already had it lined up, sir.
to add insult
Oh,
to
I got
injury.
one trivia question for you, Isaiah. It's a yes, I agree. So Isaiah, who is Stan Lee again? Because you didn't know who Stan Lee was last time.
He's the guy that works the comic book stand in The Big Bang Theory. There's your answer.
So actually, I did have something. A type of trivia planned tonight. Did something just break? Sounded
My
like something
chair,
just
my
broke.
recliner.
Oh, I was like, dude, it sounded like glass shattering.
No, my recliners work because I sleep in it every night.
So, I have two questions for everybody here, and then Big B, I'll give you a chance to ask two questions of yours to Isaiah after we're done here. But just to let you know, this is music trivia. So I really hope everyone's ready because this is music trivia.
Let's do it.
Dear God.
Oh,
Geez.
I agree with Dave. Good man.
It's the man.
I give
And
that one.
I agree with Justin. Stanley is rolling over
All
in his
right.
grave right now because of Isaiah and his utter lunacy.
So, all right. Who's going to volunteer to go first?
I'm the defending champion, so I'll pick someone. Is that all right?
I never gave my concerts, by the way, because of Isaiah and his utter lunacy, by the way.
You did.
I'll give it to Mess Around Dave. Go ahead.
Now, you be quiet, Square Two. I never gave my concerts because
Yeah.
you had a freaking
Count.
heart attack over Garth Brooks over here, not
Go
knowing who
ahead.
that was. I'll keep it simple. I could probably do like a top five, and I'll just name off the artist. Aerosmith, insanely amazing. Saw them at the local fair at our outdoor music festival here. The Chili Peppers, they've been great. I've seen them twice here. I actually have a handwritten set list from Anthony Kiedis himself from a show they played here in 2017. I thought I had bad handwriting, but his is a lot worse than mine. But I have this.
God, that looks like my handwriting.
This is
Chicken
from
scratch.
March 21st, 2017. They played before the Gulls played the next day, so I found an extra copy from some of the guys I work with. So they were great to see. I've seen them twice. Who else? Aerosmith, the Chili Peppers. Muse is who I've seen the most, though. I've seen them, I think, 6 times in San Diego. They seem to get better and better every time they tour and come to town. And if I could throw one more out there, it was actually one giant show I saw, but it was Cheap Trick, Def Leppard, and Journey all at Petco Park.
Love it. You know what,
And
Isaiah?
Isaiah has no clue who any of those groups are, and he also thought the Chili Peppers were the Beatles for some reason too.
What?
Oh my God.
So,
my gosh.
you know what? Since Isaiah is a co-host on this show, I have to let one of our guests choose who goes first. And since our first guest tonight was going to actually be Mess Around Dave, I'm going to give Mess Around Dave the opportunity to choose the first person that gets the first question. So Mess Around Dave, who gets the first question? Well, he's somewhere. So that
gotta step out and get more beer.
All right. So it defers to. Wait, is Mess Around there?
I'm back. I had to use the restroom. Sorry.
All right. So since you were our first original guest tonight, we chose that you get to pick who gets the first question. So who gets the first question?
Well, because I know Isaiah loves this guy so much, I'm going to go with Callan gets the first question.
Oh, Callan. Okay. All right. Callan, your question is, what musician was deported from Japan in the 1980s for possession of marijuana?
One more time.
What musician was deported from Japan in the 1980s for possession of marijuana?
I'm going to go with Lennon's wife. I'm going to go with Yoko.
No, that is not right. Mess Around Dave, you said you knew it?
I think I know. Is it Ozzy Osbourne?
No, it is not.
Good
Any
guess.
other guesses? Isaiah.
Hideki Nakajima.
Huh?
Hideki Nakajima.
No, but I will say the person that actually got it correct was actually Christy Wilson. The correct
Paul
answer
McCartney.
is Paul McCartney.
Wow.
So he actually got it right. So
And
so
by the way, Isaiah, he's a part of the Beatles, in case you didn't know that.
all right, so Callan, you get to pick the next victim.
Isaiah.
Isaiah, okay.
Loses again.
All right. This will be a fun one. Rock band AC/DC actually originates from which country?
Say that again?
AC/DC, what country are they from?
Britain.
No, Callan?
Australia.
Correct. Australia.
Yep.
Australia.
I didn't make you look bad on that one.
All right, Isaiah, pick the next person.
Let's go with the guy. Right.
He wants
signals.
Who?
He wants Alcorn.
Alcorn, yes. Alcorn.
All right.
I'm not going to get this right, but let's do it.
All right. Who is the lead singer of Pearl Jam?
Ooh.
Oh, God, that's easy.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Can I steal?
It's Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, he got it. He got it. All right, he got
The
that.
guy who is named for the Padres and Mariners rivalry every other year.
All right, John, go ahead and pick the next victim.
I'm going to have to say...
It's either Big B or Mess Around Dave.
I'll say Big B.
Big B, okay. All right, Big B. Which singer is
crap.
What the heck is it? Which singer is a godmother to Elton John's two sons?
Ooh.
I know this.
Is he still there?
He looks frozen. I don't think we have him.
Big B, there?
I think he's frozen.
I think we went to the McDonald's.
He
All right,
dropped
mess
his pants in
mess
his
around.
hole.
Does anybody else besides Mess Around Dave know this?
I'm gonna take it.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Who's the godmother to Elton John's?
Yeah, who's the godmother to Elton John's two sons?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Paris Jackson. This is easy. I saw it on the news.
No, it's
I'll
not
go with
her.
Lady Gaga.
It's Lady Gaga.
Yep.
Oh, my
Good job,
God.
Callan. Congrats.
Oh, look at
Isaiah
that.
loses again.
You know
By
what?
the way, I do got
When you channel you watching, Isaiah? Jesus.
So Isaiah, you do know that you're currently trailing Callan by 2, right? He's got 2, you got 0, and Mess Around has 1, so you're kind of trailing right now.
Well, me and Alcorn and Big B have 0, so.
Well, I don't
But you're
count
the
Big B because he froze.
champion.
Because Big B kind of froze or his
What
phone
kind of
died
damn
or something.
competition is this, Isaiah?
And Hideki Nakajima, the guy that I named that got
All right.
imported from Japan, He's actually not a singer. He's a current baseball player for the Nippon Ham, whatever, Tokyo Suns. or
The
whatever.
Nippon Ham Fighters, Isaiah.
All right, so this is Callan's second question. All right,
Wait, I
so
didn't get one yet.
oh, you didn't. Correct. You're right.
Yeah, go to
Okay,
Dave first.
you're correct. Sorry. All right. The Rock and Roll
That's
Hall
right.
of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is situated in what U.S. state?
Cleveland, Ohio.
There you go. There you go. You got it.
Softball right down the middle.
I don't think Isaiah would have got that one.
Probably not.
I don't think he would have. Just saying. Okay, so now it's Callan. So mess around 2, Callan 2. Okay, so this one comes to you. Brothers Barry Robin and Maurice Gibb formed which pop group in the late 1950s?
Ooh, pop group in the 50s.
What? Who are they? Who are the names?
Who are they again?
Barry Robin and Maurice Gibb.
Oh! My
Hold on,
goodness! I know
hold
this
on. You
one.
got to give Callan a chance to answer this.
This is a shot in the dark, and I'm probably way off base, but I will go with the Mamas and the Papas.
No, that is not correct.
Again, very off base. Dave, do you know?
I was gonna say ABBA, but I think that's 70s, so I think I'm wrong.
It's not ABBA. The correct answer is the Bee Gees.
Oh, Christy Wilson had it right again.
Yeah, she had it right. She had it right. Look at that. Uh-oh, Isaiah.
You're losing to one of our fans out here too.
That's even worse. Forget losing to me. You're losing to a fan, though, who's watching from home.
Here you go. What decade is the hit single Love Shack by the B-52s?
The 90s.
from?
Oh, my God.
Hold on, this is Isaiah.
He stole it from me. The 90s.
Well, that's not right anyways.
I'll go with the 80s.
That is correct.
That's around Dave. I thought you got me. What's going on
Don't
here?
listen to me. I'm Buzz.
Hey, Isaiah, that's 3 for me now, and you got how many right now?
Before he said that answer, I was gonna be like, I don't even know what Love Shack is.
Okay,
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
1988 or 89. It was close to the 90s.
All right, John, this question's for you. Where is Kanye West from?
Boo.
I don't know why I would blank on this because I hardly ever listen to his. I've never hardly ever listened to his music. I don't know.
Take a shot in the dark, John.
I have no idea. I'll pass it to Isaiah.
Yeah, anybody have a guess?
I'll go with New York.
What was the question?
Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
Oh, where is Kanye West from?
Kanye?
Yeah.
You got me. That's rap. I didn't know where that guy's from.
Oh, can I retract my answer?
No.
No, you can't retract your answer,
You
sir.
can't cheat.
I think Big B's back. You want to ask him a question now?
Yeah, let me finish Isaiah's
Yeah,
last
how
question
long I'm
here.
back for? So having little technical issues here.
All right. So good luck with this one here. That's all I can say, Isaiah. If you got this one, I would actually be shocked. So your question is, which Pink Floyd album features a prism on the cover?
Ooh,
I know this.
Dave, you be quiet. I know it too.
Dave, I thought you were going to give me the answer. What happened here,
Nope.
man?
Nope.
Pink Floyd. I'm going to take a shot in the dark.
Don't.
Everything you say for music is a shot in the dark.
Pink
Huh?
Panther.
No.
Pink Panther.
No.
What?
What?
I'm guessing like
Dave and I know, Adam. Dave and I know.
Okay.
The Dark Side of the Moon.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, wow. This is ugly. Isaiah, I can say you're losing your crown this week. You're losing your crown.
I got 3. Kelly's got 4.
Shout
Right?
out too.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Isaiah really said the name of a freaking movie for a Pink Floyd album.
Oh my.
Steve Martin is not the lead singer of Pink Floyd either, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Big B, you still with us?
All right, is it Brandon's turn?
Big B's turn, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still with us or not.
Dang it.
No, I think he's having some technical difficulties. So, mess around. I believe this is your final question.
Bring it.
Which Beatle had dyslexia?
Which Beatle had dyslexia? John Lennon, brother man.
You got it.
May he rest in peace.
You got it. Well, that was our little music trivia. So I don't remember who finished with what, but I know Isaiah.
Had 4.
But I know Isaiah loses again. That's all I can say.
Isaiah loses again.
Yeah.
Isaiah loses again. I don't know.
We should have the next criteria of trivia be the defending champion picks the categories.
No. Adam, you may have to do a tiebreaker.
Even if you did, you'd still lose.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to do a tiebreaker between.
Just so like Dave and I can just like, figure out who's going to act. I mean, like it matters, but.
Okay. So Callan, this one comes to you then. What movie did Duran Duran get their name from?
Oh. What movie did Duran Duran get their name from? Dave, I'm going to defer to you, buddy. I have no idea.
Yeah.
They have some good music, but I don't know about them being in a movie or getting it from a movie. We both defer.
Isaiah, what do you got?
Oh, yeah.
Who the heck is Durang Durang? I literally never heard of him.
Adam, what's the answer?
What's the answer?
Go ahead, Adam. I'm not taking a shot in the dark.
Where'd it go? Barbella.
Never would have guessed. Let's do one more.
Watch the movie.
Yep. All right. So
go to Dave first.
Okay. So Dave, which group recorded the hit single "Karma Chameleon" in 1984?
Boy George.
No.
No. He was the lead singer, right?
I'm trying to.
Alan Castillo now.
What was the album again, or the song again?
Karma Chameleon.
Karma Chameleon in 1984.
Karma Chameleon.
I'm trying to think of 80s groups.
It was. Don't look at the chat because Chrissy has the answer.
Don't look at.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put a rule about people writing in their answers. Culture Club.
Right. Yeah, that was the right
Boy
answer.
George was the lead singer of that group, though.
Huh?
Boy George was the lead singer of that group.
I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know.
He was. I'm telling you.
Okay. Yeah. I was saying I have no idea.
I had the lead singer, right? Just not the group.
All right, so I think this one would actually come back to Callan. Which American rapper originally went by the name Lassane Parish Crooks?
Which rapper went by that name?
Yes.
I have no clue. Dave?
What was the question?
Which American rapper originally went by the name Lassane Parish Crooks? Ooh.
Answer, please. I don't know.
The correct answer is Tupac.
Oh.
Tupac. Never would have guessed that.
Never would have guessed him, sadly.
Tupac.
Callan wins. Congratulations, Callan.
Hold on. I'll give him one more.
One more.
All right. In 1985, Tina Turner won the Grammy Record of the Year for what song?
Simply the Best.
Yeah,
No.
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 Dave's thinking.
Sadly, that is the only song I know that she sings. I'm trying to blank. I know she has a few, but
The correct answer is What's Love Got to Do with
God
It?
damn it, I knew that. What's love got to do?
Now, when I think of Tina Turner, I always think of Simply the Best from the
Me too.
2007.
But I should have known that one too. God damn it, this beer is getting to me. I would have known that if I was sober.
All right, so I know you'll get this one then. What male vocalist sings "Drop It Like It's Hot"? Drop it like it's hot.
I don't know.
Snoop Dogg.
You got it, Callan. Got it. There you go. You got it. Now it was Snoop Dogg, and then there was one other person with him. Do you know the other person though, by chance?
Wiz Khalifa.
No. It says it's Pharrell Williams.
Oh, see, I don't know.
Who was with Robin Thicke on Blurred Lines.
If you would have asked me some Bon Jovi questions, I could have got all those right.
Living on a prayer.
Well, we're at that time since Callan, is now our champion. Sorry, Isaiah, you got 0 right.
Isaiah loses again. Isaiah
loses again.
But I was shocked. Dave, you showed me that you know more about music than I thought you actually knew about.
I know a lot about music.
I guess you did. I mean, you showed me, and Callan, you actually showed me you know a lot about music too. Which
we're old.
Unlike Square 2, Adam, you know that Alcorn, Dave, and I and Brandon are way more cultured than Square 2.
Oh yeah,
and I agree with Justin that I won trivia for Stan Lee in his memory because Isaiah totally insulted him. He insulted my baseball team, my hometown, the face of baseball, and everything else across the board.
All right, so I'll give everybody one last chance to say their final thoughts. So Isaiah, I'm going to start with you, and you can no longer say that you're the defending champ.
So sad to see my run come to an end like this. Getting shut out on national TV. It's just so sad, and it hurts. It hurts the heart, man. I mean, hey, forget the gum. I might have to join Dave and drink a 6-pack tonight. But it was a great show. I want to thank Christy, Justin, Nate. I think Fred Funny.
Dave Kokensparger.
Dave Kokensparger.
Dave bringing up the donkey story was great. The donkey baseball story was great.
I think we even had Isaiah's #1 fan at one point tuning in. But
that man needs to become Isaiah's bandwagoner.
How much you pay that guy, Isaiah?
But yeah, great show. Thank you to all the fans for tuning in, and thank you to Callan, Mess Around, John for being our guest tonight, and the donkey.
Guess what, Isaiah? We're coming back next Thursday to drag through the mud again in trivia. It's all over.
There you go. It's all over. But there'll be a different topic next week in trivia. So maybe Isaiah will get his revenge, but I doubt it.
Please.
All right.
Please.
So, John, any final thoughts?
It was good to be back. I can't wait to roast Isaiah a little bit next week, and it'll be good.
Maybe next week, I don't know, he'll drop his pants in sewage or something.
I don't know. Hot.
So, all right, Mess Around, Dave.
He'll take a jump into the storm drain and swim upstream that way. Looking for those pants he dropped in the toilet tonight.
And let's not forget that Christy Wilson's going to be on next week as a guest, though. Too. So let's not forget that.
Someone else to embarrass Isaiah next Thursday along with us. I love it.
So let's not forget that. All right. So Mess Around. Any final thoughts?
Can we do this again at 10 o'clock next week so I can be on too? Because I want to do this. It's fun. But I'm going to need some more beer to hear Isaiah's wild takes because that's the only way I can get through it.
That's the only way you can get through. All right. And Callan, how about you?
Nice to be on and to be drinking alongside you guys, and to dethrone the phony trivia champion of Isaiah Leung is also great. And glad that Dave and I know a lot about music along with Adam and John. Sorry, Isaiah, but that's for a different time in place, obviously. But thanks to all the viewers out there. And hey, keep supporting MI6 and Coast to Coast. We know that we're coming up close to the holiday season, but we're going to keep coming. We're going to keep pumping out content as we can, obviously with programming and stuff like that. As of course the holidays come close, but again, thanks for letting me be here, and I look forward to doing this again next week and shutting Isaiah out again in trivia again next Thursday.
So Fred is saying, Callan, you're the man, and Justin's now saying we love Callan. So now it's gone from Isaiah to Callan.
Isaiah lost his fans.
Isaiah lost his fans, and now it goes to Callan. And
give me back the $35 I paid y'all.
They're even saying
the worst
Callan's
$35 he ever spent.
They're saying that Callan's the GOAT now. So they're saying Callan's the GOAT. So
$51, Isaiah.
All right. So we do want to thank everybody for watching another episode of Kicking It with Isaiah. And of course, I definitely want to thank, our guests tonight, which, John and Mess Around Dave and Callan. And then, of course, Big B was here.
Loses again.
He
Isaiah loses again.
Isaiah loses again.
It's going to be a lot of fun next week. We're going to have a blast with it. There's going to be great topics again. And then, of course, there's going to be trivia with a special guest of Christy Wilson's going to be on our show next week. So look forward to
I'll
that.
be back to roast Isaiah harder than a Thanksgiving turkey again next Thursday.
There you go.
Every Thursday this month.
So he's going to be back again. So with that, I hope everybody has a fantastic night, and we will see you next Thursday for another episode of Kicking It with Isaiah and Ace. Have a great night.